Hello and welcome back. We're back online and it's Hamburg Mobile Summit Live. We are happy to have you guys watching us and our great speakers. So we are moving on and we have the next session. It will be about money again, but different kind of money. We have Oya here, Team Lead Customer Success from Adjust. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. What about you?
I'm very good, thank you. Are you based in Germany?
Yeah, I'm based in Berlin.
Berlin, it's a great city. Well, Hamburg, Berlin, I wish that we can explore them very soon.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, before that, let's make some more money. And we would like to hear your speech about how to increase the revenue for game developers.
Thank you very much.
It's over to you.
Thanks a lot. Hi, everyone. I'm Oya. It's great to be here. So today I would like to talk about yet another new height as we go through the never-ending growth of the mobile app economy, right? So every year we see yet another record breaker for mobile app installs and consumer spend. And when we think about the majority revenue driver for the apps, mobile games would be the first vertical that comes to mind. But when you think about the sizable portion of the App Store and the Google Play revenue, it's also coming from the non-gaming apps. So what would that be? So when we analyze the app market and data platforms, we see that subscription-based apps are becoming more and more the main drivers of the app spend and creating this increasing mobile dominance. So with the growing trend that we see more and more, the app marketers are building their business model around the subscription. So today, what I would like to talk about is exactly this. So state of the mobile market, the monetization strategies for the apps, and introduction to subscription and tricks to optimize as well. So going forward with the mobile market 2020 overview, right? So when we look at the app stats, so what we are seeing is that based on the analytics we saw in mobile data insight platforms, I'm sure you also went through this as well. So you go into your app and then your app tells you that the weekly screen time is now 4 hours on a daily basis or more. And when you think about it, sometimes we don't even really want to believe because this number just stands up for like too high, but this number is really accurate. And we are, as the end consumers, we are putting the mobiles in the center of our lives, whether we would like to go for shopping or entertainment or fitness, whichever the reason, there's an app that will be able to help you to track and be in touch and stay connected. So this is one of the main reasons why the companies are also making this digital transformation investments and try to benefit from it as well. Going for the next slide. So Generation Z. So whether So whether you may or you may not know, this is the youngest and most tech-savvy generation. So they are shaping the way that the companies approach to advertising. This generation on its own accounts for 40% of all consumers. So this consumer group prefers visual apps, biggest consumers of video content, and they use social media apps to stay connected and informed. So compared to the old generations, like myself, for instance, they show a higher engagement rate in non-gaming apps. So to compare to millennials, they use 5 different screens and they increase the per hour consuming media. So given the importance of this generation and the total number that they account for, they're also shaping the ecosystem, which is one of the reasons why these subscription apps are also on the rise. So when we look at the apps that are already released out there, it's amazing that we can see more than 7 million apps. And every month we can see that more than 130,000 apps are being released. So we can say that from this quick stat that the mobile ecosystem is growing immensely. So we can see more apps and more products and services that are being provided. So with the whole consumer demand and generation is leading towards, we can see that yes, it is great that the ecosystem is growing, but at the same time, it is a quick note that the ecosystem is also becoming very much competitive. So as an app developer, if you would like to reach out and grab the attention of the end user and provide the product and services that you would like to provide for the end user and make them a loyal user, it's a long way, and you need to be very much aware of that, the growing competitiveness, and you need to be standing out whichever the message you have and in products and the features you also have. When we look at the apps and how are they being positioned, we can see that between 92 to 96% of the apps are free. So that brings us to the question, so how do they actually profit, right? So we're going to go over quickly about some of the monetization strategies. So starting with the premium. So with the premium model, the users are charged with upfront fee, which is aimed at each download and usually comes with higher user engagement and loyalty. So we would expect that for the users to spend some time for something that they already paid for, but thinking about it from the download numbers are concerned, the app developers need to be aware that they should be expecting significantly low numbers. With the freemium model, the mobile apps are free to download. The app developers allow the user to access some of the functionalities, and through this experience being appealing enough, the user is being encouraged to proceed with purchasing the app to be able to access the wider features. So this approach can come quite handy if the goal is to be able to increase the user base as much as possible. But what the app developer needs to keep in mind that providing this service as free, it needs to be encouraging enough for the user to move forward with purchasing the content and the service. The in-app purchases are a major revenue stream for apps which excuse me, for apps which will be coming in content or service or special features, right? So this would sound familiar when you are buying a new game, you are buying a new life in a game, and you would like to move forward with your customer account that you are using from a fitness app, or you would like to purchase a letter for your word puzzle. Another model is the ads. So the advertising is used to generate revenue through showing different ads. So then here comes the subscription, of course. So going back to the older times when we thought about the subscription and how it actually changed its meaning, in the, let's say, like decades past, if you would have a subscription, it was likely for a magazine that you would get on a maybe monthly or weekly basis, or a local gym right next to your door, or to be able to watch a cable, right? And now with the whole mobile is being in the center of our lives and how everything is going through the mobile device that we have, millions of consumers and businesses are using the subscription. So whether you are watching a TV show, it's your favorite TV show, if you would like to go for food and dining, and if it's your favorite fitness app or the entertainment, everything that you're going, every interaction point that you wake up in the morning and you start taking your first steps, and in the night when you go back to your bed and start tracking your sleep, it is able to be out there with a product and service that will be able to help you to track. And when we think about the reasons, it might differ why subscription apps are becoming this hyped. It could be the affordable prices that they provide, and it could be the convenience that you do not have to go to a shop every single time that you need this same product, right? If you know that you are going to be needing that item in the next couple of weeks or months, the convenience that comes with it, that you can just subscribe it easily. And going back to the comment about the app space is being super crowded as well, the expectation from the apps are actually growing, because the more products and services that are out there, the consumer would like to see something personalized for themselves. So if you can come up with the impersonalization, that will be meeting the need of your specific audience. They could feel more valued. For example, if you're using this fitness app, and your fitness app is able to plan your routine based on your selections and based on your custom setup. Or if you love this music platform and they are able to create this playlist for your taste, this enlightens your day, right? These all can result in brand loyalty. And when we look at the different brands across different verticals, we can see a lot of different known brands for different verticals, whether it's an entertainment or utilities or business or games. You can see a lot of different businesses are adopting the subscription revenue model as well. We combined the data search for our just on data and mobile data analytics platforms, and we have seen that the entertainment is clearly standing out. Well, we would sort of expect that to happen because especially during the pandemic time, entertainment segment had this booming effect. And this is being followed by the health, games, and utilities. They are also catching up. And we can see that the percentage is quite small when you think about it. With the subscription model, it's like almost less than 1%, and without the prescription, it's almost like 100%. But when we see the revenue generated for non-gaming apps, only 2019 alone, it was around $120 billion, which is creating this huge global phenomenon. So the next question is how to optimize around it, right? So if you have the subscription model, how can you go through the subscription and make your app profitable? So there are a couple of things to keep in mind. That for the inactive users can be still profitable, because you are going to have recurrent and steady revenue, which will allow you to forecast your income. And at the same time, since this recurrent and steady revenue is coming, even though your users becoming inactive, you can still be profitable, which is one of the reasons why subscription-based apps tend to see higher revenue per user than apps with any other business model, we would say. So when it comes to ads will become secondary. So this way you can put more effort in your marketing effort and focus majorly in understanding your audience, and also enhance the user experience to shape your product and features around this goal. Because the whole idea is to be able to analyze the user base so you can understand the different audience segments and enhance your product all around it. So tricks to optimization, how you should be able to trick. So the first thing that you need to understand is to be able to analyze your user base. You need to understand what is really favorable within your app, right? So there might be a feature that your users are in love with, or there might be a feature that your users are least favorite. So to be able to unlock those preferences and user behavior patterns, you need to be able to understand your audience and shape your wording around it. Oops. Yes, now it worked. So quantity and quality. So you need to invest acquiring valuable users to be able to increase your return on investment sustainably. And double down on what's working. Understand what is really working for you, and the idea for you as an app developer, app marketer, to reduce the churn. So reinvest in the channels that are bringing the loyal users. So first things first, what happens about the metrics when we think about them? So you need to first understand as a marketer that important metrics are being tracked accurately, right? So this part can be a little bit when the complexity also starts. So let's take an example to have a look at the app events and also the subscription events. So let's take an example of a dating app. So you start with the journey when user downloads your app, and then they start using it. Then the user subscribes, and then the user matches. It's amazing. And then there comes the uninstall. And then the user installs again, and there's a new match, and there's an uninstall again. These are the events that you can follow within the app that comes from your attribution provider Adjust. And then from your perspective, you receive the payment, and then there comes a payment again. The payment issue starts, so it can be whether the user forgot to pay, or maybe because the user uninstalled your app, or there comes the payment again, and there comes the cancellation. The tricky part starts that the timeline doesn't really match. So it doesn't really allow you to match between the dots, so you can understand what is the in-app event behavior and then what is the subscription behavior. So how do you bridge the gap between the two? The idea here is to be able to do the end-to-end subscription attribution. So for you as an app developer, you need to be able to understand and build the accurate LTV models. So you need to understand calculate the revenue from recurring subscriptions and assess the health of your users. Because if you can understand the user behavior within your app, match the whole two data timelines, then you'll understand how to build your specific user segments and then shape your message around it, whether it's let's say VIP user that is frequently using your app, but there might be some events that they are not really triggering. So this will help you to understand how to organize and then how to shape your messaging. Whether it's an inactive user, whether it's a churned user, you need to understand the user journey so you can create these segments to create different messages and even run your A/B testing as well. So this is exactly what we provide through the subscription tracking, right? So the first line that you can see is provided by Adjust. So with your mobile measurement partner, Adjust tells you which sources are driving your user, whether you are running your paid social campaigns, or if you are reaching out to your users through a newsletter, or whether it's a post or an influencer campaign. It just tells you where your users are coming from. And the next bit is for you to be able to understand the uninstall and the different in-app events and match those ties with whether the user start the trial or user pay to renew after the trial, or the user subscribe with a discounted offer, or user renew the subscription, or users cancel their subscription, right? The idea is to be able to understand this whole as I love this word, holistic overview. Throughout this holistic overview, you will be able to tell what is exactly happening with your user journey, and as well as you can understand the conversion, you will have an understanding of the churn as well in your app. And our subscription and what we provide is you are going to able to optimize budget allocation by calculating the LTV from the subscriptions, right? You can increase the customer loyalty and retention because you know which of the features and which of the product services are being reacted to highest to the lowest. So you can understand what will be the next best thing that you can do in terms of product enhancements, or it could be the different creative runnings that you are trying to grab your users' attention on different platforms so they can install or be more active within your app as well. And this will help you to find new areas of opportunity, since you will have now be able to connecting the dots between the attribution and the subscription planning as well. And who's Adjust? Just to share a quick note on that as well. Adjust is a mobile attribution analytics company, which was founded in 2012 with 16 offices across the world with more than 500 employees. So we are integrated with 50,000 apps with more than 2,000 partners. what we provide for our clients is the measure, protect, and automate under the 3 different product pillars. So we are able to provide these measure, protect, and automation products, and subscription is only one of them. So if you would like to get more information, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy. And thank you very much for your time today. It was great to be able to present this new, very exciting news from our side as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We enjoyed your presentation. Was it the first time that you were speaking online, or you were a quite experienced online speaker, so a speaker already?
Almost getting more and more experience, but I would love to be back into the field.
Well, I hope we all have this opportunity very soon. It would be great if you could share your slides and chat with the audience on the WN Hub. So please go there and see if people have questions for you. For now, that's it. Thank you so much and have a great day. Say hi to Berlin.
Enjoy the rest of the day and tomorrow as well.
Thank you. Thank you. That was great. And